my good friend from California, Representative Torres, for questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Secretary, it's really great to see you. I hope the family is doing great. On behalf of my constituents, I want to thank you and your staff for all of the assistance that you have provided, that they have provided to the Inland Empire, the district that I represent, in the short time that you have been the Secretary of Transportation. Thank you for the RACE grant. You came out last September and saw the challenges that we have in our district. You know, if we want to talk about the Inland Empire, it really encompasses my colleague, Representative Aguilar's district also. I represent the bulk of the freight corridor. We have one international airport where UPS has its second largest hub. We have three smaller executive airports, for lack of a better word. And we have three major freeways where trucks compete and dominate on most days. We really need your help. And I know that you have given so much and your staff has given so much, but I would like to ask of you here to help us figure out, maybe there's a pilot program out there that we can work through where we can get technical assistance to deal with some of the issues related to the freight corridor that I represent. While the Port of LA and Long Beach are extremely important, and I would like to just remind you that 40% of all containerized imports come through the Port of LA and Long Beach, and 30% of all exports go through those two same ports. Pretty much all of that comes through my district first, by either rail. I mean, the Alameda Corridor splits my district in half, which causes other problems because we have no over or underpasses. I can't say no, very few overpasses to deal with emergency vehicles that need to get from one side to the other to help people in need. So we have experienced the worst air pollution. We continue to experience that even through the COVID period, where our commuters were grounded, working from home. We still had the worst air pollution in California was centered in my district. We had 177 ozone days. So we really need help to figure out how do we, we're not looking to shut down any port. We're not looking to shut down commerce. We are looking for assistance and some relief. You saw some of that with children, challenging streets where children had to compete with truckers, to walk from their home neighborhood to their high school or middle school. So I think that you get some of our challenges. I just want to ask you, with the cuts that Republicans are right now, trying to reduce our budget. This budget, the infrastructure bill, communities like mine simply cannot do without your help. And a 20% reduction to your team would have, critical impacts negative impacts in my district.
Well, thanks for the question, and I will never forget during my visit to your and Representative Aguilar's district, seeing that passageway that the students of Etiwanda High School have to walk under without a sidewalk, let alone, or even a gutter, let alone a sidewalk, on their way to school. And of course, we're proud to be supporting changes to that corridor. The broader issue you're speaking about is one that implicates both economic security, because we need those supply chains to be strong, and justice, because the people who live along those supply chains shouldn't have negative health consequences just because so many goods pass through their neighborhoods in their area. This is a good example, I think, of what it means when we talk about how we use taxpayer dollars to make our country better off. Programs like the Congestion Mitigation and Air Quality Improvement Formula Grant Program, we've got $2.6 billion program for that for fiscal '24. The carbon reduction program, which was created by the infrastructure law, which reduces not just carbon, but I think also other harmful pollutants often will be reduced too. And strongly believe that we need to be doing more, not less right now, especially because one of the challenges of our time is to accommodate and encourage a higher volume of throughput in terms of our goods,
Yes.
without that leading to a higher volume of burden and pollution that would come with it.
I know that you have two young babies, and I hate to add, more to your travel agenda, especially since you already visited our district. But I want to ask for you to send a team of your staff to work with us. I would like to have a roundtable that would include the governor's office, because they are looking to pass bills for buffer zones. So if buffer zone areas are created, it's going to kill how goods movement, flows through the region. So we need to work together. I apologize to the chair, and I yield back.
Thank you.